Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to the currently unnamed podcast for students and by students and with students.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with a name.
Yeah.
I'll get thinking. By the end, I'll have one.
I think this is a good time to insert cricket noises. It's like we really need to think of a name, and just crickets. So yes, I would like very much you guys to introduce yourselves. Obviously, everyone knows who I am because I'm
the host.
Yeah.
He's just famous.
I'm just famous. Famous for being an idiot. But that's not the point. Anyway, I'm still famous, guys.
We're not any better, to be honest.
So yeah, introduce yourselves. I'll be sure not to bleep over anything.
Yeah, we'll get the bleeper ready. Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
I'm Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Hi. I feel like I'm at one of those meetings.
Yes.
Alcoholics
Yeah.
Anonymous. What age am I? 20 for all of the people who can't understand the accent.
We're going to have to put subtitles on this, and we're going to have a lot of difficulty with you.
Yeah. Especially when I just get talking.
Yeah.
The English translation just disappears.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Where am I from? Northern Ireland, yes.
Woo! Woo!
Place called Ballymoney. Nobody has probably heard of it except for Jeff.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes from where he's from. Yeah, it's not
Okay.
great. It's just, lots of cows.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That pretty much sums it
Just
up.
fields and cows. Describes humans quite well as well. Can't say that. We'll edit that out.
No, we're not editing that out.
What am I studying? Primary teaching. I don't know anymore. With the whole online, I could be studying anything. But I'm studying teaching. I'm second year now. Don't know how I got through the first. It's beyond me. And yeah, it's fun. Yeah. So I want to be a teacher. If anyone can actually believe that.
Yeah, especially after the comment about humans and cows. I'm wondering how your approach to teaching will be. Moo.
Moo moo.
Yeah. And the lovely
Emmanuel.
Yes. Should have bleeped that out.
Well, I'm from Nigeria originally, and I've been living in Manchester until I started university in Umskirk. So I'm studying medicine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Well, I mean, technically my first year of medicine, because last year was a foundation year. So it's going great. I'm enjoying it. At the moment, there's some issues, but we can always work through that.
We're gonna unpack that, guys.
Spill the tea later.
Yeah,
Spill the tea and the
going
beans.
great. It's going great, and I'm glad to be here with Chris. And,
Yeah.
He's lying. 100% he's lying.
Just for context, everyone, these guys live together. Not like that, but they live together.
We're married.
Together.
Together.
Yeah.
Wow, this is going to a great start. I blame Emmanuel.
Yeah, you didn't think this was what you were in for, but
Yeah.
now you're on the ride. You can't get off. So.
Yeah. It's too late. Can't turn back.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start off by asking you, Emmanuel, how has it changed from, because you talked about doing a foundation year, and now you're properly in your first year doing medicine. What's the change like, especially with COVID?
Well,
Big question.
obviously there's a lot more online stuff this year. A lot of collaborating Zoom calls. But compared to last year, this year is much harder, because last year it felt like a breeze.
Yeah.
I remember one of the second years saying that our year was a doodle or a doddle.
wow.
I don't know.
A doddle.
Yeah. Yeah. Forgive me for that.
Don't worry, we can bleep that out, and we'll just make it seem as if it was something inappropriate.
Yeah, it was.
It'll make you seem cooler.
So it was. Last year was so much fun. We had so much free time to chill.
Watch movies.
To watch movies.
We did.
Wait, you guys used to watch movies in the library at
every night.
Every night.
a.m.
Yeah. We had no life, to be honest.
Fair enough.
So yeah, lockdown wasn't much of a change.
We barely have any life this year either.
Yeah, fair enough.
But it's much more difficult this year because we're actually doing core content and medicine. The body without actual
bodies.
So.
Have you done, I think I've asked you this before, but just for the sake of the podcast, have you done anything with actual physical bodies?
No, not yet. Not yet. We're wishing we can. We're hoping we get the chance too soon.
Why would you want that?
What would be like the solution to that problem during COVID?
Like COVID time.
You could just like ship cadavers to your house, do you think?
I'm guessing we'll be working on ourselves. Just
Ooh.
Take your own appendix out, you know.
Yeah. And just like in front of like a Zoom class. This is your assessment. Being able to take an appendix out.
Yeah, sorry guys, you might not have the right equipment, but if you just use your kitchen knife, that might be alright.
And a pair of
use
scissors.
sanitizer before you start.
Yeah, fairy lick will do.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But
yeah.
We've been given stuff like stethoscopes, so we can work on
so you can actually you need a lab coat as well, so you can have like
they're working on that as well.
You get it with your name on and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We got a lanyard.
Oh, we've got so much stuff.
You guys got a lanyard?
Yeah, it just said like student teacher or something. I don't even know.
I got nothing. But then again, I'm not employable, so
that
makes all the difference.
Manny's the only one who'll have a job after this.
I'm working for 5 years. I better have a job.
Oh yeah, you definitely will. But Chris.
Yes.
How has it been for you this year? Have you done placement yet?
No, my placement isn't till Easter. After Easter, yeah.
Right.
And they say it's going to be in person, but I doubt it with how everything's going at the moment. But yeah, I had 2 weeks of placement last year, so.
Oh right.
More than most.
That got cut short, did it?
Yeah. So I was meant to have like 8 in total. It was so annoying, but like I'd planned. So like we had like 2 weeks, and then we were meant to have like a bit of a break and then start up again. And I'd literally planned like 4 or 5 lessons, and they were just like, nope, lockdown.
Yeah.
That was hours of work gone.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to getting back to doing in-person placement?
Yeah. No placements. It's kind of weird, but it's like the only good part about the course. Like all the actual theory is kind of boring, but when you go out and actually do it, that's the fun part.
And so, because you haven't done any placement, you're not. How do you feel like just being at home and not doing really much except theory?
It can be a bit dull some days, as Manny well knows, when I'm just like sat looking at my laptop going, I got another lecture. Yeah, basically that's what I spent the whole day doing.
Nice.
Apart from watching Star Wars.
And watching Star Wars. A lot of the time, I'm not going to tell my lectures this, but Star Wars is on in the background. Watching a bit of Rebels. Shh, nobody tell.
How far are you in Rebels?
Season 2, halfway through it. No, season 3 now.
3, yeah.
Yeah, 3.
So you've reached the end of the second season.
Yeah, with Vader and Maul like
and
slicing Kanan and
yeah.
Oh, we're actually a good bit past that actually. Like Kanan's full on out.
Season 2 is one of my favorites just because it has Darth Vader in it.
Yeah,
I thought that was a very good ending.
Yeah,
it was a very good ending.
Who doesn't like Darth Vader?
And yeah, Darth Vader it's classic Darth Vader, and it's a really good written role for him there. Yeah. Slightly off topic.
Oh well.
So you're looking forward to going back in placement because it's like the best part of your course. How do you feel have you thought about how you're going to navigate having to wear masks and be socially distanced and all that stuff? Or do you think when you get there you'll know how when you're there?
I feel like I'll know what to do when I'm there. Like when I've actually been in person in uni, it's been very similar.
Yeah.
And I don't mind wearing masks. Like when I was home, I was working and I had to wear a mask all day, so that's not really an issue to me. It's just, I don't know, you might lose a bit of that connection with the kid.
Yeah.
Facial expressions. Most people who know me know that you see everything on this.
Yeah.
I kind of just express everything through my face. So, yeah, it'll be difficult, but yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to kind of transition across to that.
Yeah. I had another question for you. And I had this problem with Shemi, is that I keep forgetting what it is. How would you feel about doing online teaching?
Be good because I wouldn't have to get up as early. But apart from that, I don't know how much you can actually do online. A lot of the time it would be just maybe you're basically like lecturing to them rather than teaching them, and then you're just kind of giving them worksheets and stuff. So I wouldn't mind doing it. Like it would be better than nothing at this point, but it wouldn't, like, I don't feel like it would really prepare me for graduating, or even like I could be going into third year with no real experience, which is kind of scary to be honest, because then after that placement I'm out teaching.
Mm.
So
Yeah, that's rough.
yeah, I guess I'll just have to kind of learn as I go.
Mm-hmm.
And then it doesn't really help you when you're going for jobs as well, actually.
It doesn't, does it?
When they say how much experience, like how much placement have you done,
Well,
it's like
COVID.
COVID kind of destroyed it all, so
Yeah.
not very many
Mm.
hours of placement. But yeah, I'll just see as it goes.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of placement, so you haven't done any sort of actual placement yet.
No.
Do you know when that's sort of an option for you?
Well, before the Christmas, we did plan to have one on from the 7th onwards.
Of
up
7th
until of January.
January, okay.
But obviously, with the changes to the guidelines and COVID, it got scrapped. And then we're thinking it will start again on the 15th of February.
Mm-hmm.
But then again,
would you feel confident going into a really tough environment as it is with COVID, and going into placement and actually going into an actual hospital and working and being in that sort of area which is really, really volatile?
Mm-hmm. I mean, fortunately for us, our first year, our placement is only to observe.
Okay.
So we have no clinical,
responsibilities.
So it would just be to observe and see how things will normally work, and it would be to see how, with the changes, how they would adapt to that situation and how they would cooperate. But again, with the fact that we will be going into maternal wards and really vulnerable situations, and we don't want to potentially pass on COVID to patients. Because I'm sure anyone would feel awful if passed on COVID to patients. So
it's true.
I think it was just scrapped up until things change.
That's fair enough. And you've had to isolate because people in your class have had COVID.
Yeah.
Was that both of you or just you, Emmanuel?
Well, I had to isolate, but I think as an extension, they couldn't quite go out as much as they could.
But it was all from your class, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well,
so you take the blame. It wasn't the same person like twice or something.
No, it wasn't.
That would have been bad.
That would have been hilarious.
The whole class would have hated them.
But it's not like you guys are going anywhere anyway.
Exactly. But yeah, we can't even go to shops.
No.
True.
But
that's
people dropped off the food for us, so we didn't have to pay. Maybe we should go to isolation more often.
We had that option, but we had people offer to drop food off for us whenever we were isolating. We didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really regret that now. Especially if other people are paying.
Exactly. Yeah. And they could have made you like full on meals.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I should write that down.
Yeah.
Take notes.
Maybe we could make a lasagna for us. That would be quite good,
Oh, because there's so many people around church that do such great meals.
I miss them.
Yeah, I miss them too. We were lucky enough to film this thing called Cooking Like a Boss last year. Yeah. And like Sharon Goff and Ali Rothwell made food as well. Mm-hmm. And that was great. It was really good. Hopefully, we'll see some more of that and maybe have some students come in as well.
Oh, student cooking, so like we do it on a budget.
Student doing it on a budget and like get something like some jollof rice or something.
Give us like £3 each and we all have to go and create the best meal.
Jollof rice on £3? That's not possible.
Well, then you're going to have to change.
It's too good for just £3.
Depends how much you're making.
It's like just 6 grains
just
of
a
rice.
spoonful, there you go, £3.
It'll still be great though.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure
unless you use, was it white rice or brown rice? What rice was it?
Oh no, never use brown rice for jollof rice. It's terrible.
Oh, is it?
Bad idea.
He did this.
I tried it. It did not work out.
2 weeks ago, it didn't go well.
Yeah.
What is kind of? I don't even know what goes into jollof rice. I only know that it tastes really good.
Right. I mean, I am not the best person to answer this because the only one time I tried to make it, it did not succeed.
So that was your first time?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of spices that go into it. There's a lot of tomatoes and red peppers, and depending on how spicy you want it, you can add some Scotch bonnets.
Oh.
Yes.
What are they?
I don't know. They sound weird though.
Are they like chilies?
They're like chilies, but you know the smaller. See, the only thing that comes to mind is the Nigerian way of calling it.
Oh.
I don't think that's gonna help.
That will be difficult for our subtitles.
Yes.
What if you put a ghost chili in it?
I mean, I'm guessing you could use that as a substitute.
That would kill you, but
Yeah.
you know, they're like the world's hottest
Yeah, something like
chili or
that.
something.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, yeah. No, maybe don't do that.
Ghost chili. Why is it called that? Is it called that because
It
the burning
kills.
sensation just stays in your system even after it's all gone?
Some people in my school did like a goose chili challenge, but I'm not going to tell you the ins and outs because of the cameras. But it was kind of weird what they did with them.
Oh,
That's all I'm going to leave it as. You can use your own imagination.
we'll do like a bonus, like unfiltered episode sometime.
Yeah.
Where Chris just bears all.
I just tell you all the stories that I have.
Yeah.
Too many. Oh. I went to a weird school.
I also went to a weird school, but it was completely different. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on.
Yeah.
So that's how you make a jollof rice.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
It's a lot of spices in it, and it's got, tomatoes and
Rice.
stuff like that. But don't use brown rice.
Yeah.
I tried to cook rice yesterday.
I haven't cooked rice since last year.
I realised why I don't like rice because it's so hard to cook.
Really?
I never get it right.
I mean,
I
It's
never
either
get
like
it
too
right.
soggy or it's too hard, and it's nah. Noodles are easy. That's what I do.
You need to get like a specific thing. There's a proper rice cooker, and
we need to get rice.
have someone who's an expert at cooking rice. I know someone who's an expert at cooking.
I just
rice.
go onto like Facebook, and you know the guy Uncle Roger.
Oh, I don't know.
I
He's
know
always
that
like,
one.
use the knuckle.
Oh wait, no, I think I've seen this really
Yeah.
briefly before.
Yeah, he's funny.
Oh,
Is that put your finger in the rice?
knuckle.
Yeah. So like, you know how much water to put in or
Oh.
something.
Oh, right, because it's
I just
supposed to be
look
like
at it and say,
proportional.
okay, double the rice amount.
I put way too much. I thought, oh, I'll just put like this mug of, like I filled it up to like to the top, and I'm like, oh, that's probably enough, and then chucked it in. Didn't realise, stupidly, that rice expands, and I had like a
Yes.
full-on pot full of rice. I was like, what am I gonna do with all this?
Whenever I've done rice, the thing is I make a lot of couscous because I find that easy.
Mm.
And with couscous, you basically just pour boiling water over it until it's just above the line of the couscous,
Yeah.
and then it comes out fine. But I wasn't thinking whenever I was doing the rice, so I just poured water, and I didn't realize. Wait, how much have I done? Have I done enough? Have I done too much? Oh well.
Yeah, I messed it up yesterday.
I mess it up each time, and
I'm never gonna cook rice again. I'm not even a fan of rice. I don't know why I was cooking rice. I don't even like it.
rice, it works well with certain things. We'll switch off the topic of rice just in case some individual that I know very well might get insulted.
Who doesn't like rice?
No, someone who really loves rice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, who's that? Oh, we can't.
Yeah, we can't mention names. But everyone, all the students will know who this is. Anyway, moving on.
Do you?
I don't think I do.
We're the students. We don't know.
You do know this person.
Oh.
You know them quite well, Chris.
Oh, okay. I think I know who it is.
Oh, I know.
Oh dear.
That makes sense then. Yeah.
Yes, it does make sense.
Yes.
How long has this been going on? We've been doing this for 21 minutes.
That's
Wow,
fine.
okay. That's not bad.
This is gonna be a long one, folks.
Yeah.
Get yourself a cup of tea,
Maybe
Yeah,
some
some
snacks.
croissants.
snacks. Yeah, croissant.
Cook yourself some spoonful of jollof rice.
Only one.
Only one. for making sure you keep it under that £3 budget.
Certain somebody and I tried to do that like a few weeks ago, where we like tried to do like a meal on a certain budget.
That was fun to watch.
My meal turned out great. I was like, I'm gonna do get nachos, and I'm gonna do what was it I put over it? Bacon and mushrooms and cheese, and just put it in the oven. And it was worked out great. I'd made it for like £1.50, like a full on tray of it.
That actually looked nice.
Yeah. The other person didn't even make theirs in the end. They bought a can of gravy with meatballs in it. I tried it the other day. It smelled like dog food, and I threw it in the bin.
It was chicken balls, wasn't it?
Chicken balls.
Chicken meatballs.
It was.
And then they were going to put that with like spaghetti on. Good thing we never made that meal. Wasn't good. But yeah. I wouldn't have even fed it to my dog. I don't even have a dog.
You wouldn't feed it to your cat, but you don't have a cat.
I do have a cat.
You do have a cat?
He's like really fat, yeah.
Yeah. So you probably would feed it to your cat.
Oh, but he's picky fat. Like,
Oh, is he?
yeah, he just doesn't eat anything. Like, it has to be top tier cat food.
Oh,
he's,
wow. Oh.
He's posh.
He's got, expensive taste.
Silly cat. Am I allowed to name the cat?
Yes.
Hi, Alfie. Hello.
You think the cat's going to watch this?
I'll get my brother to show him it.
So this is what you guys have been doing during lockdown, keeping yourselves busy. It's just experimenting with food and not getting very far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my mum sent me like a care package today, but like 3 bags of potato bread.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm excited.
And how long will that last you?
Maybe like a week. There's a lot of potato bread in that, but maybe less. Depends how much I decide to eat.
The thing is, so I went off chocolate from like meant to be January 1st. I don't know if it turned out that way, but from January 1st till the 1st of April. Yeah. And then it'll be like, oh, April Fools. Mm-hmm. I'm still going to be off chocolate, that sort of thing. I don't know. But the thing is, around the house, everyone else has been having so much chocolate, and some of it hasn't even been eaten. And I can't help but think, if I wasn't on chocolate, there wouldn't be any of this after the first week. Like, some of the stuff has gone out of date because they just haven't eaten it because there was so much.
Chocolate can go out of date?
Oh no, it was like a chocolate Swiss roll, and they never ate it. And I thought I would have eaten this. Like,
even if it said it was out of date, I would have
probably
still
fine.
eaten it anyway.
I think it's probably because it's got a bit of fresh cream and stuff like that.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
So yeah,
maybe the sugar would have balanced out.
Who cares? It's only 2 weeks out of date. And smells like cow dung. It'll be fine.
I mean, I'm not a doctor yet, but I don't think
Oh dear. How have you guys been finding online lessons besides really boring? Is there like a lot of interaction? Because I haven't done any. Because whenever, like last year, whenever it started going online, I think I only attended one because most of mine were finished anyway. Mm-hmm. Do you guys do like, I know from people that I know that you do like breakout rooms and then only one person talks, and it's just like cricket sounds and tumbleweed and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Well, for me it is like...
Are you one of those ones that sits back, camera off, microphone off, and doesn't talk? Or do you try and contribute and then you're just left awkwardly hanging?
In the breakout rooms, well, I do contribute. Like in the actual main lectures, we're not allowed to like put our mics or anything because they're like, and then there's too many people talking and whatever else. So, but I would still like answer and ask questions in the chat and whatever else for my seminars and all. But when we go into breakout rooms, like I don't really put my mic on. Half the time I'm lying in my bed, so I'm just like... But I do like
half the time you're chat. Actually asleep.
Oh, well, there's been a few. But, yeah, a lot of the time, people just don't really give you much feedback.
Yeah.
And it's difficult anyway, like... The stuff they send us in the breakout room, you're like, do we really need to go to breakout room for this?
Fair enough.
It's like they're just trying to put it there so that they can say they've done it.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it would be a lot easier just to give us the information.
Fair enough. How have you found it? Right, I have a question. Has there been any like awkward moments on like a Zoom call or...
Yeah, every time.
Is there like...
So I hear them. We study in the same room, like it's awkward.
Do you hear any like funny noises from people who've like left their microphones on? Like an occasional like...
Well,
is it appropriate for the camera?
Oh, yeah. Last week actually there was... I think I had my mic just turned on. I left to the kitchen because the lecture hadn't started yet.
Oh no! So you were the one who was...
Oh yeah, I was singing.
He was full on going for it and his mic was on.
And the next thing I knew, I got so many messages on my phone that your mic is on.
Oh no! Oh no!
A couple of people were saying, "Oh, that sounded nice actually." But yeah, there was another occasion where somebody
else did it as
was
well.
The funniest noise. I didn't understand what was going on. It was Chris that actually alerted me to the...
Yeah, I was sat on my lecture like at the other side of our living room, and I just heard like this really weird noise. It was like, and I was just like, I just looked at it and I thought it was you. I was just like, what? Was that you? And they were like, no.
But yeah.
So you guys do like you just all are in like the living room whenever you do your lectures? You don't do them in like your bedrooms or anything like that?
No, well, I found that if I did them in my room, I'd lie on my bed and fall asleep. So
fair enough. Do you not have like a desk or something?
Yeah, I do, but my seat's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I'd rather sit on a sofa.
Mm.
Yeah, so I put in my earphones and we have like our own wee study club. It's actually going alright so far. Yeah, it's just us two. Like, we don't really see anyone else from our house very often. So
speaking of like people in your house, I know we haven't really touched on faith at all. This, and we're already like nearly 30 minutes.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. That was kind of the main like point of this podcast, was to bring faith into studies.
This first part could just be like the extra cut.
Yeah. We'll probably not bother editing it, and it will just go straight through. But that's okay. Anyhow, you guys are Christians, I presume.
I'm not. I don't know yet. Still trying to find out.
But
yes, we are.
Yes. Okay. Good. Otherwise, that would make the rest of this kind of awkward. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yes. So there are people in your house that aren't Christians. What's it like, even though you guys don't really talk that much, how does it feel to be living with non-Christians?
It's fine, I guess.
They are human enough, are they?
Yeah.
That's good.
They don't seem to have a problem with us. Like, and we're playing like Christian songs and all the time, and we're always on like CU Central and stuff. So they don't seem to mind it really.
Yeah.
We don't really see them enough for them
to actually like interact at all.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, because one of them's quite quiet, and then the other one's always with his girlfriend, so we never really see.
Yeah. So, how often does he see his girlfriend then?
All the time.
Like every day.
Yeah, it's very.
Fair enough.
Every day, basically.
Right. So you don't get really like a chance to show people that you are a Christian and show them how you act in your faith and stuff like that.
Really. Like at the start of the year, it was good because we were able to like hang out with them and stuff. But then, like as time went on, he kind of just
kind of faded to the background.
Yeah.
They thought you guys were a bit weird and.
Well, we are kind of.
For the other guy, I feel like he does try to sort of interact with us.
He's coming out of his shell a bit more as well now, which is good.
I suppose he doesn't have a choice considering he's trapped.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he a fan of Star Wars? Are either of them a fan of Star Wars?
I mean, I don't think we know well enough.
Well, one McCollum mentioned it the other day when we were watching.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so.
Is this the one with the girlfriend or
the one with the girlfriend? Yes.
Oh yeah, okay.
I know it's so hard we can't name names. We'll call this one Bob.
Bob.
Okay, so yeah, Bob does reference it like sometimes when he says, "Oh yeah, you're watching that."
We'll call the other one Daniel.
Yeah, Bob and Daniel. But yeah,
I'm gonna forget these names. I'm gonna get them mixed up soon, and it's gonna confuse everyone.
Hello, Bob and Daniel. But yeah, like I think we're getting somewhere with Daniel.
Yeah.
And he's starting to chat to us a bit more.
That's good.
He's kind of working a lot, so like it's hard to really get a time when.
Yeah.
And like when he's not like at work, he's like always chatting to his girlfriend on the phone or something, which is understandable. Like, but
does his girlfriend live far away, or is she also at?
Well, she goes to Edge Hill as well.
Yeah.
And she's actually living with my girlfriend.
Next
year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So days. Can people believe I have a girlfriend?
We're as shocked as you all.
We are. She's equally as weird as me, so it's all good.
Fair enough.
Maybe more so.
But yeah, she's living with. I can't even name my girlfriend.
Them lot.
My girlfriend's called Bob too.
Bob too.
So I was trying to think.
How about like Bobette?
Bobette.
Bob
okay.
and Bob.
So she's living with Bobette, and so I think maybe that's kind of what's led to him, Daniel, coming out of his. I'm forgetting his name.
I think Chrisette would have been a better name.
Chris
and Chrisette.
Chris and Chrisette.
Oh, Christina.
Bobette. Yeah, maybe.
Christina. Okay, well, Bobette has now changed their name to Christina. So, which I think has maybe led to Daniel coming out of his shell a bit more.
Okay, that's fair enough.
And now, like, he used to not really, when he went to the kitchen and stuff, he used to not really speak very often. But now he does
That's good.
kind of chat to us. It's just now we have to try and get him out of his room and get him to hang out with us.
Fair enough.
That's going to be the hard part because we're very weird.
You're just like knock on his door and say, "We want to invite you to."
Would you like to watch the sequels with us? That's Star Wars for anyone who doesn't know.
Star Wars sequels.
They're not very good, so maybe that would be a bad impression on him, to be honest.
Unless if you like explicitly say to him, "We know they're bad. We're here to make fun of them," or something like that.
As Christians, we don't like making fun of things, but
Yeah.
for this we are allowed to.
These films are unholy.
They're so unholy. But yeah, like I don't feel like it's hard being Christians and living with them at all. Like
that's good.
It's more like we haven't really had the opportunity to chat to them about our faith, which hopefully we can do.
Yeah. I think what also makes it easier with Daniel is that his girlfriend, do we have a name for her?
She can be
Danielle.
Yeah.
Wait, that's too close to Daniel.
Yeah, it's
Danette. Denise.
Denise.
She's also a Christian.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it does.
Yeah.
I think that helps make things easier.
So he's it's not like closed off to the whole
that's
thing.
good.
So if it was brought up in conversation, I don't think he'd just like, because obviously Denise is talking about it probably with him.
That's fair enough. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So our houses have now become intertwined with Bobette, who I can't remember, Christina house now. So
yeah. This is a disaster.
The name's got out of hand. We'll need to make a chart.
And like lines drawing. And this person does this one.
Them.
Will anyone actually listen to this?
If you're this far in, congratulations.
Okay, right. We'll do like a couple more like serious stuff, and then maybe we'll end it there because this has been a very interesting episode. Oh yeah. Okay.
What did you expect?
Yeah, true. At least it's different. I think.
Definitely different.
Yeah, definitely different. Maybe not a good different, but who knows?
We'll find out soon enough.
So, what the main purpose of what I was hoping to do was faith and your courses, and how does that interact. So I'm going to start with Emmanuel. I know that like the world of biology and medicine, and there's a whole realm to do with that, and things like evolution obviously come into play, and how that functions within science and especially within medicine. I don't want you to like mention, or like you don't have to talk about your opinions on something like evolution or things like that, but how does that interact with your faith? Is there like things that conflict with the way that things that you are taught, or the way that you have to practice medicine according in the secular world? Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
there's a lot to unpack there.
I think for me, I've always thought that, as I'm learning more and more about the body, and how the brain works, how the body knows how to send signals at the right time, how we know when to go to the toilet even, or how we feel sensations. It just makes me affirm my faith in God. That there's like the theory of Big Bang Theory and all of that.
As in the TV show?
No, I mean like the actual theory of it started off as an explosion and stuff like that. I don't know how how true or how fake or how wrong it is, but I always think that obviously there must be someone to design us in such a complicated way, in such a way that everything functions at the right time, in the right at the right time, in the right direction, at the right speed. And studying medicine has just affirmed that faith for me. I don't think there's any particular way that we have to sort of deliver care to people that is contradictory to the way to a Christian, to the way a Christian would live. I feel like as a Christian, care should be, love and care should be integral to us, and medicine is just another way, another outlet, I guess, that I can show that. And there are some stuff we learned. So psychology is very ingrained in medicine as well, because it helps us to understand how people think in terms of care, in terms of medications in terms of why they behave a certain way. Or, for smoking cessation, for example, like why do people even smoke to begin with?
Yeah.
Even though there's so much, negative negative effects on the body.
Mm-hmm.
But there hasn't really been like any conflicting thoughts or any conflicting theories that makes me think, does God exist, or is this against
Yeah,
God?
But so then do you interact with like a lot of non-Christians on your course, and do they kind of try and use medicine or biology against you and against your faith?
This year has been especially difficult to
fair enough,
to talk to people outside like a lecture.
Mm.
So I don't really, in terms of interaction with non-Christians, I wouldn't say there's a lot.
Huge amount.
So the only really real time we converse together is maybe in breakout groups, or maybe we're in WhatsApp group or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So our faith doesn't really come into the picture.
Yeah,
so
fair
those
enough.
sort of conversations don't come up.
Mm.
Although in my class there is very diverse, so there's
Yeah.
quite there's some Muslims, there's I think there's Sikhism, and there's some Christianity as well, and I think some atheists. But the conversation of faith it's not really a big thing that comes up in my
Fair enough.
course.
And now you, Chris.
Oh, no.
So it's obviously very different with you, because obviously it's not science based. How do you approach your course and approach kind of teaching children with your faith in mind? Or is that something that really happens? Is it something you actively think of, or is it always just kind of there, or is it not present at all?
It's always kind of there, to be honest. It's difficult because obviously in teaching nowadays you can't really show your religion, your faith kind of in that way, and you can't really talk to the kids openly about it. But I try to base my style off what I've kind of learned through Christ and my faith and stuff, and try and show them that through how I act with them, and how I chat to them, and how I help them, and all that kind of stuff. And then when it does come to subjects like RE and stuff, as like you're not allowed to really, as they say, push God on them, but you can kind of just insert it there.
Yeah.
You can bring up your one, like if you you can't say that, oh, this is my faith, but you can bring it up, and you can just be like, oh, this is Christianity. This is kind of what it teaches. You can kind of emphasize it through that. But like with the actual teaching, you can't really, it doesn't really come into it with like maths and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, it can be hard to kind of implement that within school and stuff because of all like what you're not allowed to do and whatever else, and don't want teachers coming, not teachers, you don't want parents coming for your job and stuff if you say something wrong. So but obviously that does depend on the school you're in, because there are Christian schools and there's stuff like that where that is very open and you can talk about your faith and stuff. So it just depends, to be honest. Like it's just time and place. Do
you feel as though you have trouble kind of navigating that, having to not say the wrong thing?
Not particularly, not that I've came across yet. Maybe it'll come up in the future, but I don't know. I feel like when I'm teaching, it's like God's always there, but I also kind of switch into like my teaching mode, where that kind of stuff doesn't really come up anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was doing an RE lesson or whatever, I'd have to kind of hold back on my beliefs and stuff and make sure they don't come forward and that kind of stuff. But so far that hasn't really been an issue.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I can't think of any more questions.
Wow. Well done, everyone.
It's like been like 42 minutes on this.
No, my watch was telling me to stand up. We've been sat here that long.
Sorry about that. Oh my word, it's 10-3. Before we go, this little tiny bit of us
we're gonna sing Kumbaya,
Yeah, we're gonna do a massive belly dance. Do you guys know how to swivel your hips?
I can learn.
Teach us, Jeff.
That'll be the next episode. Is you guys just come back and you just it's just
we'll see it on the YouTube later, peeps. It's all good.
Yeah. So, before we go, and before we finish up, is there anything that you guys would like prayer for, either short term or long term?
Motivation probably is a massive one at the moment.
Motivation and
being
just
to do work,
yeah,
or to do anything. Like go outside and enjoy what God's given us.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can just sit in your house. Like I've sat in my house for days on end, just
Fair
for
enough.
no reason other than I couldn't be bothered to leave. And then also for uni work as well. Like when you have nothing to look forward to, it can be hard to set that time out to just focus and do it. Like I remember I tried to do some work this morning. I wrote like 2 paragraphs and I was sat there for about 4 hours. So that kind of tells you everything at the moment. So just motivation on that, yeah.
Sorry, just a quick question. Do you feel as though the longer you stay in, the harder it is to actually start going back out? Or do you feel as though you're pent up and then it's so much, whenever you have a chance to go outside, you just jump on that immediately?
Yeah, no, the longer I'm in, the less I want to get out, to be honest. So like the last week actually I've been quite good. I've been kind of each day forcing myself to get out of the house at one point, even if it is just to go to the shops or for a quick walk. So I'm trying to do that every day. I've got like my watch, so I'd lost the charger for this.
Oh,
a new charger for it. So now it's working again. So I'm trying to do at least 10,000 steps a day.
Is that like a Fitbit sort of thing?
Yeah, it's a cheap one. Yeah.
All right. I've
got
a
Chinese knockoff version of it.
Fair enough. I've got one that my friends got me, and it's actually a Huawei watch.
This is Huawei as well.
Actually. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one.
Whoa!
I actually quite like it.
It cost me like 25 quid, so it was
worth
it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. I know I quite enjoy it, although I haven't worn mine in ages.
Yeah, no, I hadn't worn it for 2 months because I lost the charger when I went home for Christmas.
Because does yours need like a little weird thing?
Yeah, like clips on.
Yeah, clips on, yeah.
Yeah, I had to buy them off Amazon for
like
6 quid. I got 2 of them, but so if I lose this one, I've got another one.
That's good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Prepared.
What about you, Emmanuel? Do you have anything?
Any prayer? Well, yes, motivation is all to do some work. And, just, I guess, the leading of the Holy Spirit in everything I do. And, like, the decisions I make and the interactions I have with people. Just the Holy Spirit should be involved.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And maybe prayer that we could maybe be able to have those conversations with our our housemates and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I want them to have them. So
yeah, awesome.
Yeah.